Excel practice exam number 1. This is project number 7. Computer sales. You are the assistant manager at a store that sells computers and support. The store offers bonuses to employees who meet quarterly sales goals. You've been tasked with preparing the tables that track the sales and bonuses. Task 1, on the employee bonuses worksheet, insert a mixed reference in cell F4 so that the formula will correctly calculate the commission when copied from F4 through F11. Copy the reference down the column to verify it calculates correctly. So on our employee bonuses worksheet tab, we have F4 commission, and it's telling us B15 times E4. So E4 is the total sales for each salesperson. And if I scroll down, you can see that B15 is a 4% commission rate. But if I were to copy that formula down, it would take it would move down 1 from here and go to E5, but it would also move down 1 from here and go down to B16. So we need to fix that cell reference. So using a mixed reference, we're going to put that $sign before 15, hit enter, and you can see it automatically calculates down for us. And it's taking B15 times E5, B15 times E6. So that mixed reference was able to copy down correctly. I'm going to mark that as complete and move to the next task. On the employee bonuses worksheet, use autofill to copy the formula in cell G4 to calculate the total compensation for each employee. So here we have the sum of F4 through F4. So we actually want that to be the sum of E4 through F4. Oops, I think I just messed something up. Let me undo that. All right, we want to change this from so now we have the sum of E4 through F4. All right, that's better. And then we have E5 through F5. Okay, I'm going to mark that as complete and go to the next task. On the parts worksheet, remove the row containing the salesperson named Alan. I'm going to go to my parts worksheet, scroll down to find Alan. I can click anywhere in Alan's row and right-click, go to delete table rows. And it removes that whole entire row. Mark as completed. Move to task number 4. On the parts worksheet, change the table style to white table style medium 1. I'm going to click anywhere in this parts table, and on my table tools design contextual tab, in my table styles group, I'm going to select the more button to display the gallery, and we have a medium style that we want, so I'm going to scroll down to the medium section, and we want white table style medium 1, which is the first option here. Click to apply, mark complete, and move on to the next task. On the parts worksheet, insert a line spark line in cell F4 that graphs the trend of sales from January through March. So I'm on my parts worksheet. I'm going to select cell F4. I'm going to go up to my insert tab, and in my spark lines group, select the line spark line. and we want to choose which data this sparkline is going to be based on. So with my cursor in the data range box here, I'm going to click and select. So this is Sandra's row. I'm going to click and drag from January through March. Make sure you do not choose the total column as well, because they do not want that as part of the data range. It automatically puts the location range for you because you had that cell selected before you went into the Create Sparklines dialog box. I'm going to click OK, and it creates that sparkline for me. So you can see in January it was at 22,000. It dipped to 19,000 in February, and then you can see it went higher in that third month to 27. Right? It does not say to fill this down for the rest of the salespeople, so I'm just going to mark as completed, and I can grade this final project. Okay, I got a red X here for task number 2, so let's go back and check what we did wrong. I'm going to retry. Go over to task 2. On the employees bonuses worksheet, use autofill to copy the formula in cell G4 to calculate the total compensation for each employee. All right, we have E4. All right, originally they had F4 through F4. I wonder if it's a mistake on their part. I'm going to change this back to F4 and see if that's what they wanted. Maybe it's a mistake on their part, but let's see if that works out. Okay, that is another mistake on their part that I will email them regarding, because obviously the total compensation is going to be the total sales plus the commission that they earned. I would think. Maybe not. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. I'll see. Okay, but they do want to keep. I mean, I don't understand why it would make a calculation for the same amount that the commission is. So I would assume that they would want total sales plus commission. But maybe I'm mistaken. All right, we'll go on. We'll just keep that total compensation the same as the commission, and we'll hit next here. You can go through and check and make sure that you haven't skipped any, and then we can go ahead and finish the test.